Alright guys, so I want to react to this today. This is the first official depth chart for the Cleveland Browns. We looked at the Cincinnati Bengals one yesterday to kind of get a glimpse of what, the first game is going to look like. Now let's look at the Brownies. So obviously, yes, they have a good team, okay? I'm going to say that right away. They have a good team, and I'll never go against that idea, right? They have a good team. Obviously, they have a new defense coordinator, very good defense coordinator, Super Bowl winning defense coordinator, actually. They also do have a very good head coach. And again, let's just break it down. Because, again, this game's going to be tough no matter what. Going into it, Deshaun Watson is their starting quarterback. Nick Chubb, Jerome Ford, and Strong Jr. are their running backs. I'll be honest with you, outside of Nick Chubb, I'm not scared of any of those guys. But the problem is, it's Nick Chubb. Nick Chubb's the best running back in the NFL. Period. I know there's a lot of debate of like, oh no, the best running back is Josh Jacobs or Saquon Barkley or Christian McCaffrey. Trust me, I have seen too many games of Nick Chubb. In my opinion, he is the best in the NFL. When he gets that football, it is almost impossible to stop him. Now, again, listen, our biggest weakness on defense going into this game is going to be our secondary, right? We have a younger secondary safety core. So, should be able to. I don't think we're going to shut him down because there isn't really any shutting down Nick Chubb. But slow him down and keep him in check to a degree is what we're going to have to do in this game. The problem in this game is that, and we've already heard this many times, the Browns are going to use Nick Chubb in the receiving game more. That's why another reason why they got rid of Kareem Hunt. Because they're going to use him as a receiver and a halfback. I'm not sure how good his hands are. I know he can catch the football, okay? I know he's not like just like a 3-year-old child trying to catch a football. But I'm not sure how good his route running and catching actually is. So that's going to be interesting. But once he does get that football, that's when scary things happen. Again, like I said, Nick Chubb's the type of guy where when he's in open field, it's almost impossible to tackle him. Like, there's two running backs in the league that I would never want to, be in open field, not myself, but as a football player against. Two of them are Derrick Henry and Nick Chubb, because both of them will run through you. So, again, getting him under control is step one, which, again, is not going to be easy to do. Now, for their offensive line, they actually have a pretty dang good offensive line. Obviously, Dwan Jones, the guy that we really wanted in the last NFL draft, we didn't get. He went to the Cleveland Brownies. Jack Conklin, a really solid, right tackle for a very long time now, actually, a little bit older veteran. Wyatt Teller, one of the best guards in the league. They got Joe Antonio, one of the best guards in the league. Ethan Posick. Why don't I know his name? Hold up. I feel like I should know this guy, but I don't. No, he's not new. I know he's not new. Hang on, let me copy and paste his name real fast. How long he's been in the NFL for? Blah 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 blah. He was an undrafted. No, he was a second-round draft pick by the Seattle Seahawks in 2017 NFL Draft. He just joined the Cleveland Browns this offseason. That's why I don't know who you are. Okay, I was about to say, for the most part, I know pretty much every single, AFC North player. Like, when it comes to their, starting units. So that's why I was like, Ethan, you do not look familiar. And if you don't look familiar, then you have not been on this team before. Just, yeah. So, he actually joined them last season. He played 13 games, started 13 games, and played 13 games. So, that's why I did not recognize him, was he joined the team last season. So this is technically his second year with the team, but okay. So, that's why I was kind of confused looking at him. Joe Antonio, again, one of the best. And then, Jedrick Wills Jr., not a bad option. Alright, receiving core. Mari Cooper is their starting guy. Honestly, the receiving core, for the most part, outside of Amari Cooper, I'm not too scared of it. Marquise Goodwin has really good speed. He is now fully recovered from his blood clots, so that's going to be something we're going to have to kind of keep an eye on. Not his blood clots, but keep an eye on him because he has good speed, right? Elijah Moore is another player. I don't think he's all that great, but again, he does have really good speed, and he's a solid player. I won't say he's not. This is not me trashing the Browns, okay? We're analyzing their roster here. We're going through and picking it apart. I will say, I'm not too scared of Elijah Moore. I'm not that scared of Marquise Goodwin. Cedric Tillman, listen, this guy's a sneaky good play. This guy's a sneaky good player. And that, I will say, is someone that I am not scared of, but watch out for him. Definitely watch out for him. But Amari Cooper is the guy I'm scared of. And so I say overall-wise, their offense, obviously outside the tight ends here, Nick Chubb and Amari Cooper is going to be the biggest problems in this game on offense. Tight end, David Njoku, I'm not scared of. He has actually a very good vertical threat tight end. He has some speed to him, but I'm not too scared of him. I'm not scared of Jordan Atkins, and I'm not scared of the 75-year-old Harrison Bryant, okay? Not scared of him. But yeah, no, on offense, it's these two guys that really scare me. And then kind of a little bit scares me, Marquise Goodwin, and I would say probably Cedric Tillman. I think Cedric Tillman, I know that he was a third-round draft pick. Actually, was the first draft pick they had in last draft. Yeah, he's actually pretty dang good. He's pretty dang good. All right, so defensive line. Yeah, you know. They have an amazing defensive line, right? So our offensive line in this game is going to be truly tested. Jonah's going to have to really hold up. Orlando Brown, one of the best in the game, so I'm not too scared about him. But we do have Volson, obviously left guard, who's a little younger. He's going to be going against a lot of different blitz packages. Keep in mind, again, the Browns have a Super Bowl winning defense coordinator now. So we're going to see so many different packages thrown at us from Schwartz here that it's going to be a long day for this offensive line. Now, I think Kappa, Teddy K can hold up. I think Orlando Brown can do good. It's really going to come down to Volson and Jonah. Those two guys. And the problem with Jonah here is he's going to be seeing Myles Garrett a lot in this game. And listen, if Jonah gets beat a lot in this game, I'm not going to be that upset. Because the reason why I say that is because Myles Garrett is that good. Myles Garrett, on paper, is probably, I say, on paper. What was on paper? He is a top 5 player in this league. I don't know why I'm saying on paper. He's a top 5 player in this league. So, there is no real beating him or stopping him. It's really just trying to slow him down or double teaming him. Now, the problem with the Browns versus, like, for example, the Steelers, is the Steelers, you got TJ Watt, right? He is the guy, right? He is the domination. He's the dominant force. He's the guy you got to look out for, right? And then outside of him, you got Cam Hayward, you got Highsmith, you got Herbig, you got a couple other guys, but really it's TJ Watt, right? That's the guy you got to focus on. The Browns decided that they just wanted to go steroid-inducive on this defensive line. And you can't just focus on one guy. So if you double-team Myles Garrett, that's when Zarius Smith is a problem. That's when Jeremiah is a nice pass rusher is a problem. Obviously, they got Shelby Harris they just got. Dalvin Tomlinson is another really good piece for them. So, again, and then obviously, what is his defensive line, bro? Yeah, and then they got him. And I might not be able to say his name, but he's pretty dang good. Yeah, so we're gonna really get tested in this game. We're gonna get tested for Volson and get tested by Jonah Williams. I think the other guy's gonna hold up. I know Browns fans, you might trash me for saying that. I think our other guys can hold up. But I think those two guys are going to be the big problems here. Is shutting down or really not making those two a liability. Now, we're probably going to see a lot of times in this game that Kappa and Jonah double team Myles Garrett. Again, the thing that sucks about this defensive line for the Browns is they have enough pieces to kind of just, then you can't stop everyone type of scenario. So I'm expecting a lot of quick passes in this game. We're going to try to run the football, control the run here, control the time of possession, control the game. But yeah, no, this is going to be a very tough opponent. It will be. And again, it is what it is, but that's going to be one of those situations where I kind of compare the Browns to Alabama because they do have a good secondary, don't get me wrong, but Alabama they usually consider to have a good secondary because the defensive line's so good. They get after the quarterback. The players don't have time to throw the ball, right? And that's kind of what the Browns are looking at right here. But again, like I said, it's really gonna come down to quick throws, getting that ball out of Burrow's hands, pass, get the ball out of his hands, quick runs, stuff like that. Really capitalizing on defense. I will say this type of game, and again, it's AFC North football, so you already knew this was going to happen the way it was going to happen. But this is the type of game that, one big play, one big mistake, one big error can really change the whole ball game, right? And on the secondary, Denzel Ward, again, probably, it might be out. He's right now concussion protocol. We'll see if he does end up, playing or not. Greg Newsome's going to play. He does have a groin injury, but he's going to play. I know a lot of Browns fans thought Cameron Mitchell looked as a rookie, obviously, but he's been looking pretty good. But Martin Emerson is another guy that a lot of Browns fans are like, oh, he's pretty good. He is pretty good. He's not bad. Grant Delpit, one of the best in the league. Juwan Thornhill, I think they just got him, from the Chiefs? And then Rodney McLeod, again, another guy. We actually recently reacted to his press conference thing. So, again, like I said, overall-wise, they are a scary team, right? You got a new defense coordinator who, again, is a Super Bowl caliber defense coordinator. You got a really great unit in this game. And again, we also do have a very great unit too. It's not like this is a back and forth of like the Browns are overpowered. We have a great unit too, right? We have our pass rushers. We have our secondary. We have our receivers. We have, in my opinion, the best receiving core in this game. Like if you look at it right now and you compare on paper, right? We have the better quarterback. They have the better running back. We have the better receiving core. I said we have the better tight end. I think Irv Smith is better than David Choku. We have the better tight end group, right? It's very similar on offensive line. I think it's equal. Yes, we do struggle, and I think Volson is really great, but for experience-wise, Volson is the biggest liability, and it's going to be Jonah Williams for the liability purposes, right? While the Browns, they don't really have that problem, right? They don't. So I'll give it to the Browns. Offensive line, I'll give it to you guys. I think it's very close because we have Orlando Brown, Kappa, Teddy K, but I'll give it to you because we do have a young left guard and an inexperienced right tackle at this moment in time. For a defensive line, it's surprisingly enough, I think it's very similar. I know Browns fans are going to trash me for that, but I think it's very similar. We have Myles Murphy, we have Trey Hendrickson, we have Sam Hubbard, we have DJ Reader, we have BJ Hill, and Joseph Tsai, obviously not in this game. But yeah, we have a pretty dang good, solid defensive line. Even though, yes, we don't have Myles Garrett, we don't have TJ Watt, we don't have these big name guys. We have a lot of guys that, they get the job done and they're just not the biggest names. Cam Sample, for example, is a really solid player that, you just might not know him, but he's actually pretty dang solid. So, again, like I said, there's some, under the radar type of guys we have. But for linebacking core, we have the best linebacking core. I don't care what you guys say. Logan Wilson and Hakeem Davis-Gaither, Jermaine Pratt, we have the best. Cornerback secondary, we have the better secondary. Cheeto is better than every guy you have here. Mike Hilton, Cam Taylor-Britt, all better than every guy you have here. I would say you guys have the better safeties. We have the better corners, though. And again, special teams, we have the best. So, and I don't think you guys can even argue that because you guys just cut your kicker, right? And I think we have the better punter anyway. Guys, tell me down below your thoughts and opinions. It's going to be an exciting game this upcoming Sunday. We'll be live for it, breaking down everything, going through everything. Keep in mind, we'll be live tonight, though, during the first Thursday night game of the season between the Chiefs and the Lions. Peace out, guys.